Well, a great morning to all of you, wherever you find yourself. Please, we're grateful that we're able to find our way onto your screens this morning.
It's a privilege, isn't it? And of
Yes.
course, we're here with you until 9 o'clock. Roland, I hope you had a wonderful weekend.
Well, you know, here and there, not too well, but a bit of just under the weather, but we'll weather through.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my weekend started a bit poorly, but by the end of it, I had a big smile on my face, and I'm hoping to transmit that smile to everybody who joins us this morning for the AM show.
You're a great man of climax.
Eish, Sebi, let's not start any rumors. But I'll tell you what we will like to start today, and it's a bit of motivation, you know, to get us all into that mood. You know, the government is seeking to build churches and cathedrals and so forth. So I suppose there is some need for the uplifting of spirits. So why don't we try that this morning? As soon as we have it up, I'll be giving you a message of motivation to get us started on this magnificent Monday morning. But before that though, Roland, we've got quite a lot coming up on the show, haven't we?
Well, yeah, definitely. And we also know that that discussion about the National Cathedral is coming up because the place or the venue or the site where it's expected to be built, magnificent plan if you take a look at it, is where we have a number of homes, bungalows, or you say residences of some 9 judges. And we're told that according to the checks we have, at least 9 judges whose homes are located on the vast government landed property is expected to be the venue where they're going to have that cathedral. But it also means that these judges would have to be evicted. Those buildings have to be destroyed. And ultimately, we have to find new places for them to live.
Indeed, as I understand it, there will be 9 bungalows affected by this. And interestingly, all 9 of them are fairly recently constructed. But what will happen is that these judges will be moved apparently to some temporary accommodation where they will be expected to stay while new bungalows are built for them, just so that these 9 fairly new bungalows can be raised to the ground to create a location for the new cathedral.
Well, we'll see how it goes. And today we've got an exclusive with the first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and he's also the Member of Parliament for Pekwai. Well, so we'll be having the discussion. Mama Viosobo, I just spoke to Joseph Oseusu. Joe is known to many people, and he talked about a number of issues, including how Parliament will help towns in the Abrim constituency and other areas just around where we have some of those notable names. And please, you have to look out for it. There's been a huge promotion on the subject and that discussion. I'm looking forward to it. And please, now let's also tell you that the Ghana Highways Authority already announced that it will divert. Actually, they've started a diversion. I live close around there, so I've already started using the Accra-Tema roundabout diversion, and it's because of the construction of a 3-tier interchange at the Tema end of the Accra-Tema motorway. And so if you get to that roundabout, you get to find that, well, you have to misplace your way a bit, but once you follow the directional signs, you get to know where to go or divert to.
Yes, indeed. I drove past there last night just to check it out. And I've got to tell you, they have really set up for a long period of work. I'll tell you later why this road is the most important road in Ghana. But first, shall we have some motivation? And today, we can give you the very first message from the morning man. It's called the peacock. Once upon a time, in the enchanted forest, there lived a peacock. Now, he was the king of all the birds with the most beautiful tail, and of course this made him very proud. He passed a law that everyone who wished to address him must start with the expression, "By the abundant beauty of your divine plumage." Now, all day the peacock walked around the forest receiving compliments from all the other birds. "By the abundant beauty of your divine plumage, good morning, Your Majesty." "By the abundant beauty of your divine plumage, you're looking very well, Your Majesty." "By the abundant beauty of your divine plumage, it looks like it might rain, Your Majesty." Now, this went on for a while, until one afternoon, while the vain little peacock was taking his usual stroll through the forest, a crow landed on the branch of a nearby tree and started to say something to the peacock. "You'd better be." The peacock couldn't believe his ears. How dare this common creature address him without observing protocol? He screamed at the top of his voice, "Insolence! You presume to address me without acknowledging my plumage? Apologize at once, you brute." The crow was taken aback. "I'm just saying you'd better be careful." "It speaks again!" screamed the peacock, livid with indignation. "I have never been so insulted in my life, and by no more than a mere crow. Do you know who I am?" The crow tried one last time to convey his message. "Look, you'd better be careful. There is a sacrilege. The epitome of a disrespectful bird, the zenith of blatant disregard, the effrontery of a wretched—" But the proud peacock never finished that sentence. He stepped into a snare, and with a loud snap, a wire cage descended upon his unsuspecting head, rendering him prisoner of the hungry hunter. Right, the moral of this story is that however big and important you may think you are, you still don't know everything. Sometimes you just have to put your airs and graces aside long enough to receive the wisdom that just might save your life. That's it. That's my message for you this morning. I have no doubt that those who need it most will understand it perfectly. My name is Kojo Yankson, and I don't know everything. Good morning, Ghana.
Concise message there.